Today I'm talking about trends and habits and where you factor in all of this. So I'm going to start with a bit of a public service announcement to all restaurants, eateries and anything out there globally, not just in the UK, to say that us genuine plant-based eaters don't want to eat that processed fake meat crap. We don't want to eat those pretend meat dishes. I'm really not interested in eating chickenless chicken and chips or fishless fish and chips. I want good plant food. And one of the things that I find really quite hard when I go out to eat is finding, you can see my washing there in the background, is finding really good plant-based food. Because the problem is nowadays, there's so many trendy vegans out there and people that are getting caught up in hype and not doing it for the genuine reasons. And it kind of tars the rest of us that really do it for the genuine reasons. Now, I first went veggie when I was 11. And I went veggie because where I used to live, there was a skim farm just up the road. And what I mean by a skim farm is there was a farm that used to process all of the hides from the animals. I don't actually know what they used to do with them, but I do remember driving up the lane to go home, and in front of us was a truck full of these hides, and they were ones hanging out of the back with like blood and God knows what. And it just really upset me, because I was like, wow, we're eating that. And so I became a vegetarian. But you see, back in, when was that? 1986, you didn't get fake bacon then. You just didn't eat it. And my substitute bacon sandwich was basically white bread with ketchup on, because that was kind of the closest thing that I could get. Because yeah, I did crave some of these foods, but I didn't eat them because I felt that I really didn't want to. So I was a full-on vegetarian, no meat at all, until I was about 24. And then I got back into eating meat a little bit. I've never really been a big meat eater. And even in the years when I did eat it, whenever I went out to restaurants, I would always opt for the vegetarian option, which back then didn't have any fake crap. It was proper plant-based food. So now we find ourselves in this world where becoming a vegan has become trendy. And like I say, now I don't eat meat basically because my body simply rejects it. It never liked it in the first place, because when I test my food tolerances, I don't tolerate meat and fish. And the proof of this is at the weekend, I did some chicken drumsticks for my husband. They smelled good, and I'm very much like, if I feel it, then I go with it. And I had a little bit of chicken. Oh my gosh, did I suffer yesterday for that choice that I made. I went to the toilet, I can't tell you how many times. And basically, my bowel and my stomach were just really off all day, because I just can't eat that kind of thing anymore. And now I do it because it's important for me to be alkaline. Because I'm alkaline, I rarely ever get unwell. As you know, I had that ear infection just before Christmas, and I'm still ever so slightly deaf in this ear. But it's the best place it's been since the ear infection happened at the end of November, early December. So I'm grateful for all of that. But the question is, where do you get caught in these loops? Where do you get caught in these trends? Where do you get caught in stuff that you kind of do because you think you should be doing it because other people are doing it? Is that many places? Because when you really focus on these things and get on with what works for you, life can be very different. So share. Are you caught in trends? Are you caught up in stuff that you're doing because you think you should do it? You know, one of the biggest problems that we have in life is people shoulding all over everybody else. Who's shoulding over you right now? And what do you need to change? Drop some comments. I'd love to hear. Catch you soon.